RQ, okay, respirometer actually is to measure RQ. Okay, measure and investigate rate of oxygen consumption. So actually, it is to know whether what is being used for respiration. It is either carbohydrate or lipid or protein, right? So as we know that the RQ for carbohydrate is 1, protein and fat is less than 1, 0.9, 0.7. So we make use of these apparatus to do the calculation. So in this apparatus we have this fly larvae, or we actually can use germinating seed. And on the right hand side we use the glass bead, okay, equals to volume of blowfly, so that the volume of air will be the same. And KOH, or potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide, is being used to remove carbon dioxide. And then the fluid here is manometer fluid, okay, moving up and down due to change in the air pressure. Okay, so if a carbohydrate is the source, the RQ will be 1, okay. You see RQ equals CO2 divided by O2, okay, V1 plus V2 divided by V1. So V2, what is V2? V2 normally is 0, okay, later we will look at the formula, okay. So you see RQ equals X plus Y divided by X. X is oxygen taken in, the volume of oxygen taken in. Y is what? Y is actually volume of oxygen taken in minus volume of carbon dioxide released. A lot of people don't understand this formula. Okay, we assume Y is 0. Okay, Y is 0 means what? You see this one? Y is 0. Y becomes 0 is when oxygen taken in equals carbon dioxide release. Let's say for example, this is 2. Oxygen taken in is 2. Carbon dioxide release is also 2. So Y will always normally 0. Okay. So when Y equals 0, X divided by X equals 1. Okay. So we look at the equation for respiration, okay. So when we balance the chemical equation for respiration, okay, we discover that the oxygen used is 6 mole, and carbon dioxide also is 6 mole, okay. So that's why 6 over 6 is 1. Okay, so if now the problem is, if carbon dioxide produces more, what does it mean? If carbon dioxide produces more, okay, carbon dioxide produces more than oxygen being absorbed. So now we're making use of the formula. We discovered that, okay, the RQ is not anymore equals 1 but more than 1, 1.2. Okay, so assuming that maybe the organism is overfeeding, okay, so the fat become carbohydrate, means more carbohydrate is being used, okay. So it will be, the RQ will be more than 1. If carbon dioxide produce less than oxygen being absorbed, the scale of volume of air will decrease, okay. So the formula we use is a little bit different, V1 minus V3, okay. So you look at the example, for example, because the volume of air decreases, so minus 0.3 for example, so the RQ is 0.7, okay. So it's underfeeding. Why underfeeding? Because no more carbohydrate, so fat is being replaced, the carbohydrate is being replaced by fat, so fat metabolism occur. Okay, so you look at this graph during germination. So during the early stage of germination, it appears that this seed is utilizing oil from the food reserve. Okay, so it's during this period of time germination occur, oil is being used, so the RQ is about 0.7. Okay, then slowly and slowly when photosynthesis occur, when leaves are being produced, then carbohydrate in the form of starch is being used for respiration. Okay, so you look at number 12. If RQ is 0.85, suggests both carbohydrates and lipids are being used, because RQ of glucose and is 1 and the RQ of lipid is 0.7, so both sum up divided by 2, so 0.85 means the respiration making use of carbohydrate and lipid together. Okay, so RQ more than 1, excessive carbohydrate or calorie intake. RQ less than 0.7, underfeeding. Oxygen taken in is more than carbon dioxide. Okay, so these are just explanation.